are we doing wrong by just focusing on cardio?
Well, first of all, I'll tell you, I will never ever tell my clients to get on a cardio machine ever. I
Okay. Why?
never. Because yes, you need to move your body, but I would always tell them the 8 to 10,000 steps outside is going to benefit them, unless one caveat to that,
Yeah.
if they're training for an event, like if they come to
Okay.
me
Like a marathon.
a marathon, a
Yeah.
10K, like something
Okay.
where they need the cardio, yes, definitely. That's a whole different ball game. But if you're
Okay.
just telling me I want to lose weight,
Yes.
I am never ever going to say go out and get on a step mill or get on a treadmill. I'm going to say,
Really?
yeah, I'm going to say get your 8 to 10,000 steps a day and try and
Okay.
do it outside if you can,
Okay.
because the sunlight really, and being outside will increase your immune system because it increases your
Mm,
vitamin D. And we just get way more feel good hormones being outside than
no
inside.
kidding. I
So,
love that.
yeah, being outside in the trees, especially if you can do that,
Yeah,
even
because
more
I tell
bonus
you,
point.
when it's raining and I'm like, "Ugh, I'm just gonna go downstairs and like sit on the bike, and it's fun. I mean, I've got all the Peloton apps and the music, and but
Yeah,
I just don't get that.
it's different.
It's different. I just don't get that. I feel great about myself. I feel great that I accomplished the
Yeah.
workout, but
Yeah.
there's something missing.
The
Okay, so get
outside
outside, get
is,
out, like if you have a choice, get outside. And
yeah.
does it have to be any kind of intensity, Marisa?
Nope. Nope. If you
No,
want to
just
scroll for
move.
10,000 steps, and if you want to split it up to 3 times a day, going out
Right.
for 25 minutes each time or 20 minutes, great, even better. So I want to go back to that though for a second,
Okay, sure.
because the walking is, as opposed to the bike, when
Yeah.
you're sitting all day in an office chair or sitting driving, being
Mm.
in that upright position really stretches out your hip flexors. It's better for your back. It elongates you. If you're sitting all day from your desk chair to your car to the Peloton, that's not a good combination.
Okay.
You want to be upright and standing and moving your body from a biomechanical way,
Okay.
and from relieving tension on your joints and tightening up certain areas. So that's one reason I want you upright.
Okay.
But outside, just it just is better for you. The
Okay.
sunlight, the daylight, all that kind of stuff. But of
I'm
course,
with you on that one for
yeah,
sure.
with our rain in Vancouver, I get it if people want to be in the gym more often instead, doing their Peloton
Of
or
course,
doing
no.
outside. But as much as you can, get outside.
Okay.
That's one
Okay.
thing. Weights are always going to be better and then cardio. And the reason for
Okay.
that is past the point of like 35, we start losing muscle mass.
Mm.
And so the more muscle mass you have, the higher your metabolism is and the more calorie burn you have.
Okay.
So the way I describe this to clients is, if you compare a person of 140 pounds, same height, to two women, say they both weigh 140 pounds.
Okay.
One is way higher body fat than the other person who has more muscle, but we're at the same weight and the same height.
Okay.
The person with more muscle is going to burn more calories 24 hours a day than the person with less muscle. The
Okay.
only way you're going to increase your muscle is by eating more protein
Yeah.
and strength training. Those are the only two ways you can increase your
Okay.
muscle. Doing cardio does not increase muscle. It will increase your endurance. It will
Right.
help you for heart health, but so
Yeah.
will walking. And so will strength training. Depending on if you're just doing bicep curls, no, it's going to do nothing for you. But if you're doing squats, if you're doing lunges, if you're doing step ups, if you're doing other full body strength training, you will get a heart workout and
Okay.
you will build muscle.
Yeah.
Way more beneficial any day of the
Okay.
week
So
than
we've
going
got
out.
get outside,
Yeah.
weights.
And when I say weights, I mean challenging yourself. I don't mean
Okay.
20 reps of one exercise. You need to be doing like 10 to 12 reps, even down to 8 reps. And by the end of that set, that's all you can do.
Okay. So
From
to the point of pushing yourself.
pushing yourself.
Okay.
Exactly. It
Okay.
needs to be a challenge and it needs to be changed up. If you start a strength
Ah,
training program in September of this year, You should not be doing the same weights the following September. You need to be challenging yourself. It needs to be, you need to keep increasing. It's called the
Okay.
progressive overload
Yeah,
principle.
because we
Be
just get
challenging.
stuck in our little
Yeah.
routines that we
Yeah.
do. You know, I do this and I do
Yeah.
this and I
Yeah.
do this and
Yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah.
Okay,
Exactly.
so change it up,
So
change it
change it
up,
up,
challenge
but
yourself.
challenge yourself. Like, even if you do the same routine, make sure you're not lifting the same weights you were lifting in September that you're lifting at Christmas. You should definitely be able to lift heavier weights at Christmas than you were in
Okay,
September. Like, by
okay.
far, if you're
But
doing
what
it,
if I only have 10-pound weights at home?
well, then get more.
Get more.
You can afford a Peloton, you can afford a bigger
Okay. Okay. I have weight. No, no, I changed it up.
yes, good. So yes,
Okay, I
that's
promise.
what I would say. Either
Okay.
join a gym with bigger weights
Yeah.
or buy more.
Okay.
And that's all there is to it. You
Or
have to
double them up or something, or
double them
yeah.
up or do
Okay.
something that your weights are increasing, because 10 pounds is not going to get you any further. You're going to keep, something needs to change for something to change. That is a quote that I always use. So
Uh,
if you're
I
doing the
like
same
that.
workout, and that applies to all aspects of our life,
True.
if you're going to get the same results if you're doing the same thing.
Right.
So you need to change it. And that's even with cardio.
Yeah.
If you do the same run all the time at the same speed, you're not going to get any better. You're just going to stay the same. It's the
Right.
same with weights. You
Okay.
either need to increase the reps, increase the weight,
Right.
increase the sets. Something needs to increase for
Okay.
you to see any different results.
And so
So,
I've got challenge it and change it up.
yeah.
Okay. So we've got
And
get outside. We've talked about the weights. And what is another
the
aspect of health that we can look at?
So I just want to touch back on
Yeah.
the
Sure.
point of comparing two 140-pound people that weigh the
Yeah.
same and that are the same height. It really, this is a key point that I really try and drive home, because a lot of people don't get this.
Mm.
That person that has more muscle at 140 pounds, 24 hours a day, they will, even if they're lying in bed, they're going to be burning more calories than that person with no muscle or less muscle. So that's what you want to work. You want to get your body working for
Mm.
you
Okay.
24 hours a day. Whereas if
Right.
you just do cardio, you're only really burning calories during that workout. And
During the
really,
cardio. Yes.
exactly, during the cardio. Whereas
Okay.
with the strength training, you keep building more muscle. And
Mm.
I'm not saying you're
I
going to
like
be,
that.
yeah, it's
I
great.
like,
It's
does
awesome.
that mean I can eat a bit more too?
Yes, you will be able to eat a bit more. You'll
Okay.
actually be able to
More
eat a lot
protein?
more. Yes, but
Okay.
all calories.
Okay.
It needs to kind of start going and actually increase your muscle mass before you can do that. But
Yeah.
once you get to that point, you'd be
Yeah.
amazed. Like,
Okay.
I eat like 2,200 calories a day.
Yeah.
That's a lot. And I'm not overweight at all. It's just, and I'm never on a cardio machine. You see me out walking, and I walk
I
every
see
day.
you walking. I see you surfing. I see you doing your acro because I follow Marisa on everything. She has been an inspiration to me to practice my handstands, to
I
practice
love it.
splits just from following her, Marisa McKenzie. And you know what? It's a true inspiration. But you know what? Like I said, I'm 51 and I am
You're
pretty
fit.
much doing this splits, but not this
Different
one.
splits,
But
and you're close to the
almost.
side splits. Good for you. That's awesome.
Okay, so are we ready to move on to another factor here?
The protein. So that's
Okay.
another big thing with
Okay.
being able to lose weight or consistently maintain your weight. Your
Okay.
protein intake a day, whatever your goal weight is,
Yes.
and a realistic goal. And I'm not saying, like, if you weighed 125 before you had kids and that felt like a great weight to you, then that could be your goal weight. There's
Okay.
no reason. And this is what people say to me all the time. Well, I'd love to be what I was before I had my kids. And I'm like,
Right.
let's do it. Like, there is no reason that they cannot do that.
Okay.
Oh, but I've gone through menopause. My hormones are, it doesn't freaking matter. Like,
Okay.
it doesn't matter. It's a
Right.
lifestyle thing. It has nothing to do with whether you've had kids, whether you're 50, whether you're 20. It's
Okay.
lifestyle.
Okay.
So if you are putting it in
Well,
the work
lifestyle.
and
Lifestyle,
being,
folks.
yeah, and being consistent, you can weigh whatever you want to weigh. I mean, within reason, obviously, but if you've never been 105 pounds and you're 5'9"
Ever.
and like
Not even in grade 4.
Yes, exactly.
Ever.
I would never get to that. That would not be me.
105, you could turn those last 2 numbers around.
Yeah, exactly. Right. And that's where you feel good. So it's different. But what I'm saying is, so whatever, let's put a realistic goal weight. Say somebody weighs 160 pounds now, but they really know that deep down they feel really good at 135.
Okay.
You want to be having 135 grams of protein a day.
Okay.
And you're probably thinking, well, how do we do that? How do we get there?
So what you're saying is that's a pound per, that's a gram per pound.
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly. Per your goal body weight, not so much what you weigh now, but what is a realistic goal that you really want to have.
Right. Okay.
That would be, and that's doable. That would be your goal. But so how you get to know this is I get clients to track what they're eating. So because it's kind of like your budget. You can say, and then this is another answer I get all the time, but I eat really healthy. Like I eat really well, and you might eat healthy, but if you don't know how many calories you're eating and how much protein you're getting, it doesn't matter because it's not working. If you're at this weight and you want to get to this weight, right? We need to do, we need to change something for something to change.
Okay.
So I always get my clients to track because it's like a budget, right?
Yeah.
If you get your visa statement, oh, I didn't really spend that much. And then you look at your visa statement, oh my God, okay, I did. We need the black and white. We need the data.
And do you recommend an app for that? Like